Hello everyone, how are you doing today? Today I'm gonna explain and solve some C problems which is related to the our course which 101 or 108, it depends on which course you are taking right now. Let's just get started. Firstly you need to read the question carefully. Here is mentioned they need the output of the following segment. Alright, so first of all you have to check for the keyword. Right, you have to check the key word which is switch and case. All right, after you check it, we're gonna see the variable here ch is equal to b. All right, and the inside switch is ch is equal to b. What does switch mean? Switch mean is about checking, just check if ch or b is equal one of this one. If it equal, then it's gonna print something or do a code, you know, or the orders after this column. All right, so let's start. Here we need to see b is here, and we need to look after b. Where's the b? Yes, this is the b, and there's nothing here, nothing in this side, nothing after this column. So we move down, and there's b here because we just substitute b to this side. See, this b is gonna be here, so it's gonna output the first b. Then there's no break here. Don't be confused. If the break did existed here, then they just only print one b, the other one will be vanished. And now related, because there's no break here, we'll go down and check, then it's gonna print another b and stop. So break mean stop, right? Switch mean check if ch is equal to any one of these one, do this one or do any one of these codes. All right, I hope this one be clear for you. If it's not, I'm just like explain it more and show you the results in our application. And go to our application, this one. See here, we just copy it, and the result is bb. All right, so we just do some changes, put a break here, so it's gonna be b1 is gonna be here, there's no break here. Let's go to this one, the only it's gonna print only b. Then because it stopped, this code would be skipped. All right, see here, it's gonna be b. What if it a, for example, a capital? The only thing it will be print a capital because this break here. What if this break doesn't exist, this one doesn't exist, then it's gonna print a four times. See, a a a and a. All right, so now let's go to the second one. Oh, this question might be confuse a lot of students. All right, um you might be asked, oh, what the heck, what does question mark means, and here, what does this column means, what the heck, what does this all of this means? All right, just want to copy it and paste it here to explain it carefully and rewrite it in the correctly way. I'm just write it correctly way. Now, this sentence mean that if statement is exactly like if it's in different method or different way. See here, this question mark is equal to if, and this column is else, and here is mentioned if a is capital than b, then print r is a multiplied by a. If a is smaller than be smaller here, not greater, then it's gonna be print here. So, or we're gonna see if this one, then print this one. If it not, print this one. I'm just write it in the form we know. We just write it this one, A capital and B capital. This is the checking. Then we write this one. R is gonna be equal A multiply by A. Close it. Here we need to just write the same. This one, the same. Just put it here, and we write here else 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 is gonna be else B multiplied by B multiply by B is equal, of course, be R equal to B multiplied by B capital. Don't forget to make it both of them capital. Now this is the exactly same as this one. Just wanna cut this one to show you the result. The result is equal to 1. Now we just cut this one, and I made a mistake. Now just delete this one. Alright, so it's supposed to be the same result, which it is 100. Now let's move to the third questions. Here's might also confuse a lot of students. Here's mention follow the values for the as an input 3, 4, 5, 7 and 8. Right, so here of course there is multiple of input, then we need to use while because multiple, and there is 5 variable, 5 inputs, so we need to write it I is less than or equal to 5. So while is because we have inputs, different inputs, and a lot of inputs, 5 inputs. So we need to scan from the users and initialize it to ++. And now here we have the condition. We just need to work on this one. Alright, so first of all we need to substitute 3 instead of n. Alright, and this means reminder 3 divided by 2 is gonna be the remainder is gonna be 1. Alright, so it's not equal to 1. Continue means just escape or jump. Alright, so if this one if n for example 4, they will escape this one, but here is 3. Right, so they will not escape. They will put it here in this formula, which is s plus equal n. It means this one. Just want to explain to you here. S plus equal n is exactly like s equal s plus n. Alright, so now we're gonna see, just wanna see, right, see, we just put 3 here, so the remainder is gonna be gonna be 1, so we just put it here, which is 3. Alright, here 3. Alright, plus s here is 0. Alright, so it's gonna be 3. Now s equal to 3. Now we need to also substitute 4 instead of n. The remainder is gonna be equal to 0, right? So they just escape this one because the condition here is 0, so we just escape this one. Now we'll move to the third one, 5. If we substitute it here, it's gonna be 1, 5 divided by 2. The remainder is gonna be 1, so this is not correct, so there's no continue. We just substitute it here. Our previous one was 3, s is equal 3, and we, like as I explained to you, now we just say s equal to 3 plus 5. It's gonna be equal to 8. Now also we substitute 7 divided by 2. 7 divided by 2 is gonna be equal 1, so we just don't look for the continuum because we don't need to escape any. So it's gonna be 7 plus 8 plus 7. 8 plus 7 is equal to 8 plus 7 is gonna be equal to 15. Alright, now 8 substituted to here. 8 divided by 2 is the answer is gonna be, the remainder is gonna be 0, so we just escape this one and print the final result for s, which it is 15. As you see, the same answer, 15. Alright, now we would like to see what would happen if continue doesn't existed. Alright, now I just paste this one here. As you see here, if we didn't put continue, right, we're gonna see if the remainder is equal to 0, then print this status. Alright, so if we input the first one, which it is, for example, 5 divided by 2 is not gonna be equal to 0, then we don't need to write it here in this formula. If we got 4, for example, the remainder is gonna be 0, so we need to substitute it for s is equal to n plus s, so it's gonna be 4. And if we write, for example, 1 divided by 2 is gonna be equal to 1, so nothing would happen. If we write it, for example, 8, so it's gonna be 0, so 4 plus 8 is gonna be 12. For example, the last one is 7 divided by 2, the remainder is gonna be 1, so they will not print this one, so the last answer is supposed to be 12, which it is 12 here. Right, now let's go and solve another problems. Now let's see this question. they also the same thing, they ask the same thing following the values of the input 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, right? So there's 8 here. So because there's 5 inputs, we need to use loop from 1 to 5 and increasing. That's mean like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, because we have 5 variables. First of all, we have to scan it from the users, and we need to check if n divided by 7, if it equal to 1, then just break and stop running this program, right? If it's not, just print this one. Alright, first of all, let's see 3 divided by 7, is that equal to 1? Of course no, unless you are stupid at mathematics. So just print this one. Alright, so it's gonna be 3 multiplied by 3, the equal is gonna be 9. This is 9. So now here 4, maybe substitute it by here, and multiply n divided by 7 is not equal to 1, right? So they will multiply by the same number. 4 multiplied by 4 is 16. Now 5, also 5 multiplied by 5 is gonna be 25. Now here we got 7, right? If we substitute n to 7, right, we're gonna get 1. This condition is it true, then our program will be shut down, unfortunately. And 8, we're just gonna say bye bye. Next time we have to become early before 7 o'clock. Alright. Just want to explain to you here. You see, if we write, for example, 2 is gonna be print 4. If we print 8, it's gonna be nothing, because 8 when we divide it by 7, alright, it's gonna be equal to 1. Yes, it's gonna be equal to 1, because we are taking integer, right? We are taking integer, don't forget that, because it's gonna be 1 point something, alright? 8 divided by 7 is gonna be 1.7 or 1 point something. Then we take the integer of it, just only 1. If we use float, then we just multiply normally. What if it was 9? Also the same result. What if it's 10? Same. What the heck? Same result. So what if it is this number? Of course will not have the same result. Alright, now let's move to the another question. Now here they ask us to rewrite, so the result will be the same everything, but in other way. You can use it for the for statement, you can use it by while, you can use it by do. There's multiple choices, alright? So the easiest one is for. So we here as mentioned that I is equal to 0, and check, alright, or do loop when this one be incorrect. So they start increasing, it's gonna be 1, this is still correct, alright? It's gonna be 2, this is still correct. It's gonna be 3, this is still correct, until it reach, for example, 5. 5 is less than 5, doesn't make sense, it's supposed to be equal, so it's gonna stop at 5, right? So here print here. So the same thing we just write it here, the variable, right? 4 is gonna start from 1 or 0, it doesn't affect any, so just increase it. But notice that here we have semicolon between them. Here where we want to start it, and here we want to finish it, and here we want to increase it or decrease it. Alright, here we increase it because until 5, so they just print 5 codes and print F. Now here they mentioned to rewrite the following if else using switch statements. Alright, first of all we have to understand this program. So here there's mention if and else, so we have here the condition, and it mentioned if digit is equal to 0, or this would mean or digit equal to 1, print this one. Alright, so if the digit equal to 0, print this one. If the digit equal to 1, print this one. If both of them, like digit is equal to 1 and digit equal to 1, print this one. Like any of them, both of them should, one of them at least should be included. Alright, else if the digit is not 0, even it's not 1, then they print if not binary. Let's start. So of course we have firstly to write switch. Alright, we have to put the variable inside the switch, which is digit, and we need to write the first case. If digit 0, then column, case 2 or case 1, sorry, case 1, this one, print this one, supposed to be here, then stop. This important to write stop here. Default mean none of this one. Alright, if it's none of this one, we need to write this one. Like for example, if a digit equal to 5, for example, it just immediately prints this one. It's exactly to here. If the digit is not equal to this one, none this one, the answer would be this one. It's really easy, simple, and fine. Now we got here following the follow chart. Alright, I think this is really easy here. They just mentioned we have to follow chart, right? And we compute the area of triangle, right? They need here area of a triangle, and let all the variable of type double. First of all, we need to write the library, which is studio, and this is, I think it doesn't matter. Now we need int main, we need to write double, right? Double ABC, and the area, and S and B, because we got here S and B. What the heck, man? And it's any letter or any alphabet, because just to make it simple for us, you can see here S is B over 2, and we got B, so we have to mention in the variable. So now we need to scan it from the users. This mean if in capital way, it's related to the double. If it's integer, we will need to write %d. Alright, so because it's double, we just write it if. And double means we can use both of them, like it could be integer, it could be float, so both of them be in the one formula. All right, so now we just write if this one, if a plus b is greater than c, and and this one, and mean suppose all of them be correct, all of them correct. If all of them correct, then we need to go to this one. If it not, they just print not a triangle. So here, if it's correct, then we move to this area, which is this one. Else we just write not triangle and return 0. I hope you enjoy and learn some information how to solve C program, and see you in the next day. Thank you so much.